The Google Shopping ad approach you take on the front end level is much more important than the buttons you click within the campaigns on the back end level. And in this video, I want to show you a Google Shopping ad by a brand which did everything right on the front end level, and as a result did over $150,000 a month in revenue because of their strategic approach with Google Shopping. And the brand I am referring to is none other than this third brand right here on my screen called Bodily. Now, before we cover anything else, if we go onto their website and if I open a Chrome extension called SimilarWeb just to check their data, we can see that on average they're getting roughly 150,000 monthly visitors. And if we just kind of attach $1 to every visitor that visits, that's roughly $150,000 every single month. But before we get into the actual approach of Bodily, let's first understand what really makes Google Shopping ads a real success. Things such as the right bids, the right budgets, or maybe having a product feed which is very powerful and without any types of product errors or product disapprovals, or maybe using a lot of the back-end Google Merchant Center programs like the Google Merchant Center reviews program, or maybe the promo codes, etc. All these things are the foundational things which make a Google Shopping ad successful. Now, I already mentioned that on a fundamental level, Bodily should have been nowhere in sight, let alone be number 3, doing 150,000 a month in revenue, but it's still there despite showing too much skin, despite having certain words within their product titles which are not approved. This is where Bodily really takes it to the next level, and where Bodily actually follows Google's rules without them going against them. Here's how. So with the product images, first and foremost, what we see is an image of a woman just posing with this product with the bra right here, which is basically what they're selling. It's a breast pump, but they have portrayed it to be a bra, and that's what they have portrayed within their product titles as well. If you notice, there's no mention of the word breast within their product titles. They have very strategically laid it out in terms of SEO technique, where the product title is the Do Anything Bra, nursing and pumping bra. That's it. Bodily here took a very strategic approach which let them rank but not go against Google's policies. And same thing for the product image. They're showing just enough skin where it's not overdoing it, but at the same time it's showcasing the product properly. Because they have a woman showcasing the product, it's a model showcasing the product, and none of these other competitors are doing something similar, Bodily is easily able to stand out. I mean, I want you to pause for a second, maybe pause this video and just look at all of these ads coming up here and ask yourself, where does your eyesight or your eyes go to first? Because for me, my eyes did not go to the brand ranking number 1, and they might be bidding the highest, they might be spending the most amount of money. It does not matter, because my attention went immediately to this brand, and this is where majority of your scale comes from. You need to be doing the opposite of what everybody else is doing, and Bodily, and also Hatch here for that matter, did it perfectly. They used a product image which nobody even thought of doing, a lifestyle image which is basically the opposite of what these other competitors are doing, which is a white background image. So that's essentially the first step to your scale when it comes to Google Shopping ads. Next thing, of course, is the product title, which we already covered. You want to be doing proper search engine optimization techniques for 2 different things. Number 1, for the algorithm. Number 2, for the user reading. The algorithm, it's fine if you insert certain keywords like bra or nursing bra, so the algorithm understands where to show your product to. But number 2, you should be writing your product titles for the user reading your product titles, average person. And that means you need to make sure it's grammatically correct, everything is capitalized properly, you have the right kind of coloring in there if there's a certain color to your products, the right sizing. You can also include things like your brand name, which Bodily didn't do within the product title to add authority. These are things done for the user rather than for the algorithm. But that's not enough, because the third thing is, of course, the product pricing. If you look at what Bodily did here, they did not want to be the most expensive, like this number 1 brand at $500 or this one right here at $550, nor did they want to be the most cheapest. Like if you scroll through, you'll be able to find some of them which are like $52 by Walmart. They did not want to be the most cheapest. Rather, they took an approach which is more on the affordable range. Yes, it is more on the cheaper side, but that kind of serves them well, because now this is a product which is readily available for majority of the audience rather than a select few people who can actually afford it. And the fourth and final thing which really determines your scale is what you do besides the foundational things, such as your reviews, if you have added any reviews, any promo codes, any return policies, or any product identifiers like these ones right here. These are all external things which further help the algorithm understand what you're selling and also showcase your products to the right people. One more thing which has a huge influence is also your landing page experience. Think of these two things, your landing page experience and the product feed ad side, as two things which are connected to each other. If we look right here, it's a very beautiful landing page experience, very professional and straight to the point. At the top, instead of going in the traditional way of just offering something for free like free shipping or promo code, which they do, they also wrote here something that they have been awarded for, which is they're the winner for the Forbes Best Nursing Bra overall. And keep in mind, again, they're not using the word breast pump here because Google's algorithm, if it notices any types of these words which it doesn't allow, then it could potentially get your product disapproved, your merchant tender suspended, etc. But if we look right here, they have the product title here. It's called the Do Anything Bra, which the product title here and here, it was very different, which they're using another external software or an application to make this happen, which I also recommend you do if you want to have a little bit of branding going on. In addition to that, they have a huge amount of reviews there in the color green. It tells you exactly what this product's about, how it's made. There's women showcasing the product, and again, they're showing skin, but they're not showing too much skin where it can become basically something that goes against policies. But if we look right here, they're also trying to improve their average order value by selling it as a pack, because AOV is one of the biggest contributing factors to your scale. Then they have the unique little box right here which showcases the product in the different colors, along with models changing the bras and the colors there as well. And then right here, just the description overall of the product, what it is, sizing, etc. Very basic, very straightforward at that point. And then there's a few add-ons here which act as upsells, which again is something I thought was very unique. They're labeling it in a certain way where users might just want to add this product on. It doesn't really add too much of a commitment on the user side because of the vague wording of just add-on, but it's enough to really make somebody want to add another product into their order. But here, a beautiful description with a very custom background. There's a video here talking about how to use the product, so on and so forth. But just a very professional landing page experience, which adds on top of to the professionalism they have conveyed here with their Google Shopping ad. So to kind of recap, what Bodily did right here is they used the right kind of approach with their image, they had the right kind of product titles with proper SEO techniques for both users as well as the algorithm. Their pricing and the other merchant center programs that they used were just enough to really push their ad more towards the front while adding authority. And once a user made the decision of clicking on the ad to then go onto the landing page, they conveyed a very professional and beautiful landing page experience, which let the user know exactly what they had to do, which was add the product to cart with a few additional add-ons if needed. And all these things combined is what allowed them to do 6 figures every single month consistently. That too. This is also kind of the approach we take with a lot of the brands I'm handling under my Google Ads agency or marketing, which if your brand currently does $40,000 or more per month in revenue and you need just a little bit of extra help scaling your brand to the next level, go onto my website at yourmarketing.com and schedule a free call with me to see how we can potentially work together and make that happen. But be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already and you enjoyed this video and found value from this video, and go ahead and check out this video right here on my 5 newest Performance Max campaign strategies, which can help you get results similar to what Bodily did here.